Alrighty guys, Season 6 of Call of Duty Warzone is going on and very strong right now. And right now we have Modern Warfare weapons that people love to use still. There's so many good weapons from Modern Warfare that people really sleep on, and I just wanted to go over SMGs today. So we're going to be ranking SMGs from top tier meta to terrible / niche for you guys today. And obviously, Vanguard's dropping in a couple days. The integration for Warzone is about a month from now. The rumored is going to be December 3rd from what they said, but it hasn't been like a random thing that they've just pushed it back before. So December 3rd is when the integration is supposed to happen. So we have about a month where these Modern Warfare weapons are going to be ranked in this exact spot. And then going forward, I expect them to actually perform pretty well because they're going to be integrated on the same exact statistics as some of the Vanguard guns, so hopefully they're going to be very solid as well, because I know a lot of you guys out there are Modern Warfare freaks and absolutely love Modern Warfare. So let's jump into this. Let's rank these SMGs today. All right, you guys, so ranking Modern Warfare SMGs. Let's just jump right into it. Like I said, Vanguard's coming out on Thursday this week, and then the integration's not going to happen until December 3rd, roughly from what they've told us. But Striker 45, starting off here. Honestly, one of the most disappointing guns of Warzone. I'm not gonna put terrible on it because like it's somewhat viable because there's not really recoil, but like everyone thought this gun was gonna be the UMP 45 from Modern Warfare 2, and it just never got touched. Like it came out, I actually got a gold like pretty quickly because I thought it was decent in multiplayer, and it was just trash. Like it ended up being horrible after everyone figured out the MP5 was just broken forever, and they just never buffed it. It's one of those guns where you're just like, why didn't they ever do anything to it? Like especially in Warzone, because like it could be easily viable, but they just literally have never done anything to it. So it's just not great, guys. The MP5, I'm gonna have to put it S tier. To this day, the MP5 is still a viable weapon within Warzone, which is kind of crazy because we went through literally like a solid 8 months when this game first came out, and an entire full year of competitive COD where the MP5 just ran the game. And it's still to this day like an S tier / A tier SMG when you put it like to Cold War weapons, which is crazy after all this time, but obviously it's a monster. Also, guys, before I get too deep into this, I do want to let you guys know, if you do click the URL that says my loadouts below, it's going to bring you guys loadouts for every one of these weapons. So there for you, or you can check the channel out for actual gameplay with any of these guns. They also have builds in every one of the gameplay videos. And let's see here. We have the Fennek. Ooh, the Fennek is like almost like a niche weapon because, but it's not, because SMGs aren't really that niche. Let's put it in very solid, just because the time to kill on it. The time to kill is still ridiculous, but it's very difficult to use. If you don't have great aim with the Fennek, like you're not killing anyone. Like the bullets just fly out of it. It's one of those guns where you're like, it has this big old drum on it, and you're like, why does it only have 40 bullets? Like it should easily carry like 60 rounds, but they never changed anything to that. For some reason, they're like stuck on that. They've never made any adjustments to like the actual capacity of rounds on some guns. So if they ever gave it a bigger magazine, I would say it's very viable, but until it's just not. Like it's hard with how the game is and how much self revives are in the game. Like to kill someone, you basically have to do a whole clip from killing them to killing them when they're downed. So like you have to reload so much, you have to run sleight of hand, and it's a fun weapon, and it's very good in one-on-ones. But anything past one-on-one, it's a tricky weapon to use, but we'll put it in very solid. I think the ISO is kind of in the same situation as the Fennek, where it's kind of just like, it's very good. Don't get me wrong. The iron sight on it is horrible. But statistically, right now, this gun is a beast. It's actually super underrated, and I broke it out, I think it was right after the Season 4 Reloaded when they buffed it, and I love it. It's so good, and I probably am going to do a video on it again here pretty soon. It's very solid right now. The PP Bison is actually going to go there too. We might actually have a lot of these in this situation where the Season 4 Reloaded really buffed a lot of these weapons, guys, from Modern Warfare, and this gun has like a crazy fast ADS speed, and when you're aim down sight with it, obviously with this kind of like Bullfrog / Bison gun where the fire rate's a little funky, but it like has zero recoil. Like, so if you just hit your shots, like it is a very competitive weapon, and the time to kill is super competitive as well. The Uzi with the .41 rounds, I'm going to put it at viable. I don't love the Uzi. I think the iron sight's horrible on it. It's something that needed to be changed a long time ago, and they never adjusted it. Like, it's way too tight, and then when you put a sight on it, it just like bounces like crazy. It's kind of the same thing as the ISO, where the ISO iron sight sucks, but if you threw like a red dot on it, you'd be like, oh, you'll be fine. But it's like doing this the whole time. You're like, why would I ever want to do that? But it's solid, I would say. And then we're going to do the Uzi with the regular rounds. I'm honestly going to put that in terrible. Like, the Uzi with the regular rounds, like, the time to kill isn't good. And it's just butt cheeks, guys. It's not good at all. Do not touch that weapon with a 20-foot pole, please, within Warzone. The P90. Oh, my goodness. This is another very solid weapon. This is getting to be, like, a very skewed tier list right now because everything is very solid. The P90 is very good time to kill right now, like very competitive. Obviously, with all of these Modern Warfare weapons, there is an awkward movement speed. The Modern Warfare MP5 feels solid with the movement speed, but like every other one, it just doesn't feel right compared to like some of the Cold War weapons because they get so much movement speed from attachments. But get rid of that. Performance-wise, against these weapons here, the P90 is so good aiming down sight. It has good range, and up close and personal, like you can hip fire or just like do whatever you need to get it done because it has a very good time to kill, guys. Like, I'm not kidding here. You haven't messed around with the P90 lately, it's a solid one. And I actually made a video on it probably 3 weeks ago. Pretty fun one. MP7, I'm actually gonna put S tier. It's always been one of my favorites from Modern Warfare ever since like literally playing multiplayer from the beginning, where it was pretty strong, and then for some reason they nerfed it like right away, and they didn't touch the Modern Warfare MP5 forever, and the MP7 got nerfed instantly. But then when you brought it over to the Warzone, it was like broken, like so good, and the no stock original build that you ran on it, and then from there it got nerfed like pretty quickly, and then it just kind of fell into like a sniper support role, and then with the Season 4 Reloaded for Cold War, it got buffed. Well, it didn't get buffed. It didn't get changed. And all these other weapons got changed, and it's like a top 5 time to kill weapon now, and it is absolutely amazing, guys. Like, it has negative recoil, like it does not move, and the time to kill is silly. Like, it is so freaking good, guys. Please give it a go. The AUG 9mm, I'm gonna put at not great. I just personally don't like it. It feels way too clunky of a gun where the movement's horrible, and with the 9mm, the time to kill isn't that great, and neither is the range on it. So I would stay away from that with like a 10-foot pole. Plus, you have to use a 32-round mag with that. And like, what are you gonna do with a 32-round mag? You should at least be able to get a 45-round mag with this entire back of this supposedly supposed to hold weapons. If you didn't know that about the AUG, the weapons are like, the ammo supposed to be held like somewhat back here. At least that's how it was built like back in the day. I'm sure in this game it has a clip on it, which makes it a little bit more confusing, but realistically, that AUG is dog water. But I'm actually gonna rate this one, the AUG. This is a tough one. Like, the 5.56 rounds are so good on this. Oh man, I want to put it. I'm gonna put it meta. I'm going to put it top tier meta just to balance it out. If I put another very solid there, it's going to be pissy. But the reason I do is because it's like top 3 in time to kill right now. It is an absolute monster of an SMG. But the issue with it is I like to run the 60 round on it, but you can run the other one on it. But typically with the, what is it? Is that a 40 or 60? I'm forgetting off the top of my head. I'm sure someone in the comments can correct me, but this gun has terrible movement. And I said it right before with the 9mm. The movement is horrible on it. But at least with the 5.56 rounds, you're getting paid. Like, you're getting paid, and you get that thing aimed down sight, like, you're getting those kills instantly. So it feels very good when you get aiming down sight. It has good range. I've had some people in my YouTube comments or my chat, I don't remember exactly, I'm sure it was both of them. People were telling me, Rick, use the AUG 5.56 as an AR. Put the 3-time VLK scope on it. It's actually good. Okay, I have fallen for that way too many times. I have tried it like 8 different times after buffs, nerfs, everything to like everything in the game, and it has never been good, and it's not good. So please don't try to tell me. I think it was Connor that tried to tell me, which I love you, Connor, but what the hell, bro? And then I think it was one of my own mods, Turbo, who also tried to tell me that once, and it was awful then too. So don't run it as an AR, run it as an SMG, and you will not lose a single gunfight that you get first bullets on. Obviously, with the movement though, like you have to play a little bit slower. You got to play a little bit more at like medium short range, other than like getting up on top of people. But you can make it work, guys. It's a very solid. Like I would put it as a meta weapon right now. But that's all, guys. That's every one of the SMGs from Modern Warfare. It doesn't feel like a lot, but there's what? 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10 SMGs here. So hope you guys did enjoy it. If you guys did enjoy another tier list Tuesday today, which we always keep consistent, every Tuesday we have a tier list, make sure you guys do drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel so you can find your way back for more Call of Duty content or whatever I'll be dropping on this channel. We're doing a lot of YouTube shorts right now. This week we have Vanguard coming out. Unfortunately, I will be out of town for that. For those that did not know, I've had a trip planned with my wife to go to Hawaii for a while, and you know how Call of Duty does it. Like, we booked the trip, and then like 2 weeks later, they're like, you know what? We're dropping it right when you leave. And I'm like, dude, you guys didn't drop this until this time last year. Like, what are you guys doing? But it's okay. We're gonna go have a great trip. We're gonna come back. We're not gonna have any Call of Duty content. I don't even think we're gonna post videos for a few days, just to give myself a mini vacation. And then when I get back, we're gonna jump right into the grind. So we're gonna have a few more videos this week, shorts, all that good stuff, and then we will jump into major content when I get back next Thursday. So I love you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and peace out.